It's a real pleasure to have you with us today, Rachida, and to be able to discuss your work, your career, and obviously the film that you have submitted to the festival, and Rachid. So you used a name very close to yours.
It was not by choice.
I don't know what we should understand from that choice, but it was a real pleasure to watch this movie and to reflect on it because it is a very well done comedy that has many ingredients that makes it very nice, very pleasing, very interesting, and at the same time, it goes over a lot of cultural aspects that we live in, that we know, and we live here in Morocco or in other Muslim societies.
Yes.
And then reflecting on those two aspects was really interesting to me, at least, and hopefully it will be interesting also for the audience.
Yeah, I really hope that. I really hope that. I'm really honored and pleased to have a selection at the comedy festival in Rabat. I am always happy to come to Morocco with my film because it is made by a Moroccan for also Moroccan audience. So this is for me a very big pleasure to be participating in this festival. Secondly, yeah, the name of the film is not by choice. It's really written by Rachida Lamrabat, who is also, her name is Rachida. So the book was written by Rachida, the film was directed by Rachida,
Okay.
and the film is called Rachid.
Okay, so the script is not you didn't write the script, somebody else wrote the script?
Yeah. So the book was written by Rachida Lamrabat. It's a novel with 10 short stories, and Rachid is one of those stories. And the script
Rachida
writer,
Marabat, I think she writes about Islam, and she's a thinker, isn't she?
no, not her, not her.
Not her.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking about Rachida Lamrabat, who lives in Morocco. She lives in Morocco.
Yeah,
right?
who lives in Morocco.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's not her.
She's Rachida I'm talking imam, about. Yeah, no. She is living in Belgium. She's a writer also, but she lives in Belgium.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna write this name because it's really interesting. I didn't know this author, and it's nice to know her.
Yeah, she was invited with me at the recent Ciel edition in Rabat, the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was in the Ciel edition.
Yes.
When I went there, I was there at least 3 times for 3 conferences, but yeah, we didn't meet.
I was invited in the beginning of the week, and she was invited, I think, the last days, starting from 25
okay.
to the end. Yeah, I crossed. I didn't see her either. We crossed each other as well. But Rachida is the writer of this book, and Sven and Eddie, they wrote the script, and they sent the script to me. Would you be able to direct this film on request of Rachida Lamrabat? She said, she told them, you have to send the script to Rachida El Garani first, because I want to have a Moroccan director who understands the culture and everything to this film. And of course, when I read the script, yeah, I had a big laugh. But I remember the story because I read her book 15 years ago. I was then a bit younger, and I read her book, and I was thinking, yes, I remember this story. And then I said, yes, I want to make this film. This is social issues who are very important, combined in humor, but humor in a way that's not very dramatic. So you're not playing like a victim, but in a way it feels much stronger, using satire, using comedy to make your point of our societal pains and point of view, actually. And yeah, that's why I decided to make this film. I was very clear from the beginning what I wanted to do with the story, but of course the creative parts, I gave it all to make it a very special creative film. And I'm so happy that my vision and my approach is appreciated, because Rachid has won now 10 awards. I just won last week. I won the Cinéma d'Afrique in France, in Angers.
Oh, okay.
I won the audience award. This was my first French premiere, and I won the audience award last week.
That's
last
great.
weekend. Yeah, and it's giving me the confirmation that my vision was right, and that the way I made Rachid is a very universal story, because I received the compliment that the story is not just about a Moroccan boy, is a story about all people of color who are having difficulties with racism, exclusion, being treated different in a society. So yeah, it's
exactly,
nice.
and who try their best to comply.
Yes.
Yet they, they are made in such a way that they're honest, so that they, they can't go beyond certain lines, and so it's interesting how do you expose this character. In fact, was he's very Moroccan. To me, is very very, one can identify with him. Although I wouldn't say that it's the rule, because as you show in the movie, at one point there were many other, well, I don't know if they're Moroccans or from North Africa, with the butcher, and they all were following the butcher just like sheep themselves. The only one who couldn't really didn't belong there, didn't understand, was Rachid. So he was totally.
You understand it completely, because that's what I wanted to have from that scene. And Said, who played the butcher, he's a very famous actor here also in Belgium. He played it marvelously, and he understood the role perfectly. And so many things were not in the script, like where is Mecca, and the sound of the sheep's bah. It was not in the script. It's improvised at the moment, and it made me laugh, so I kept it. So I told him, keep playing it. I really like it. And
you mean who there were suggestions? Who suggested? They were not in the script. Meaning that you, while you were shooting, somebody suggested this idea.
It came from Said himself.
Or you suggested?
No, what I tell the actors also, I told them you have the script, but you don't have to stay attached to the script. If you feel that you would like to add something, you can do so. Because I know Said is very known as a good comedy actor here in Belgium.
Ah, okay.
And he's so funny. And I told him also, and everything I saw him, when I told him when I approached him, you are the butcher. For me, you are the butcher of Rachid. I would like you to have this role. And I told him, yeah, use your finesse. And he also asked me, you have to give me creative freedom to bring the humor up to the highest level. And I gave him this creative freedom. Most of the script was respected. Only the sound of the sheeps and where is Mecca, that was not in the script. That is totally out of the blue. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, it was a really strong moment. And you also spoke a big theme in this movie is also integration, and how one has to play games in a way to be able to get opportunities. Sometimes have to lie, has to, or tell, well, the white lies, I suppose, but still, I mean, it's not an easy game to play and succeed in it. But the character is smart enough and nice enough to make it work, because that's probably it's his personality that makes him so likable, even to the people who want to help or don't want to help. So he's he has this personality, very, very positive, and it's very nice to show.
Well, he's actually just Rachid is a character like 1,000 boys I know from Molenbeek or Anderlecht or Brussels, but you don't see them represented here in.
Exactly, they're totally underrepresented because we represent the males from North Africa as tough guys, mean, violent, many very often. When this guy is totally the opposite, and then you play that. To me, it was very interesting, and I how you subjected the character to the look of the others, the look of the friends, the look of the family, the look of the group. And this is something also very Moroccan, and maybe elsewhere, but Moroccan, meaning that we are totally under scrutiny of society, and then we behave accordingly, because they look at us and expect something, then we give them that something, and then you show that, and it's not only between generations. The friends can look at you, and then you're like, okay, these guys, they want me to be like this or that, and it's very nice the way you
because everybody wants something from you. Everybody, you have the police want something, the imam wants something, his parents wants, everybody wants something for you, and you cannot be yourself. That's actually what Rachid is going. He's navigating so many troubles at the same time, but he cannot be himself. And I find it so beautifully played by Zakaria also, because I did a lot of preparations with him, and trying to understand how he could get into the head of Rachid, because Rachid is his first cinema role. He was when we collaborated, he was a bachelor student in dramatic arts, so he was technically well educated, but no experience in cinema yet. He comes from theater. And I was trying to make him understand this is the kind of Rachid that I expect, and he did it perfectly.
Well, he seems to have a lot of talent, and probably someone who can go a long way if he keeps the good work. I mean, but and you made also some choices very interesting. It reminded me a bit of Woody Allen's movies, but not the same way. But still, I mean, talking to the camera, talking to us, and telling us what his point of view, and telling us how he felt about the situation was very interesting. And again, a nice break in the way of telling the story, the narration, and to me, all that combination in one short movie gave it the wings it needs to to fly up in the sky.
Thank you very much. The fourth wall, breaking the fourth wall, was something I decided 6 months before shooting, because we had only voiceover. We were only having voiceover of Rachid telling us. The original script was voiceover. Then I saw a very British series, I can't remember the name, of a woman. It's also comedy, and this woman talks to us, to the camera, and I find it such an interesting point, because she takes us in her pain, in her misery, in her laughs, she takes us with her world. I was thinking, maybe I should do this to my film of Rachid. I saw another film on Netflix, also a series, Finding Ola. It's an Egyptian series. And there's also a woman who's going through a divorce, and she talks to the audience how she feels about getting a divorce.
Well, it's really smart of you to use that, because that tool, in fact, is very common in I would say in Morocco. Where is it common? It is common mainly in theater. The popular theater. Very often the actor can turn around and start talking to the audience. What do you think? What do you think? Should I do this or that? And people react very positively, because it's like getting them involved in a story that they follow. And since we're the kind of society where we always have opinions and we want to express them, when somebody asks us, then we feel elevated. We feel to me, this was a very good choice, and many people are afraid of it, but in fact, people understand it very well. People, because it's a matter also of understanding that we're now out of we stopped. It's a pause, so that in the narration, and then we go back, and then you have to go along with that, the exercise. But I think you know, people go along with it without having a big cinema culture. You know, they understand it and they.
That's nice. That's nice. Thank you.
So,
It
so,
really,
so Rachida, what is your next step? Now you're working to promote your film. This is your first short film,
yes,
or is it?
yeah.
Okay.
I started my career in documentaries. I worked 7 years in documentaries, also for television, the Flemish television.
Okay.
I'm working on a long feature film in documentary, but Rachid is my first fiction film. Yes.
Okay, but you have a career now in documentary filming.
Yes, I started in documentary filming, and I would like to continue with fiction now also. I am trying now. We are still in negotiation with the Belgian television to develop a series of Rachid. So
Okay.
fingers crossed that we will have good news.
Yeah.
There is a feeling because I won the audience award also here in Belgium, so people are expecting more of Rachid. I received a lot of compliments. You should do more about Rachid.
Yeah.
Make a feature film or make a series.
Yeah.
But I decided to make a series. Why? Because 20 minutes of high-speed editing is a very good formula for series. It's not a good formula for a long feature because the audience will not.
Yeah. You're. It's true that a feature film with the rhythm that you gave in the short is going to be well, it's challenging. Maybe you can do something that can go along that. But usually in a feature film, we like to take a little more time, a pace slower, so that scenes are established, maybe quieter. But as you say, a series could be a wonderful thing if you have a writing team that can find good ideas and dig and then produce those. That's a very good idea.
Yeah. And I'm also researching to work on a long feature film, but this is another story. So I am very how do you say, motivated by this success of Rachid to continue my way also to create fiction, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Any projects for Morocco or with Morocco?
Yes. I think you know that I won the Grand Prix last year at Festival.
Yeah, in Tangiers, yeah.
And I received a lot of people from production companies, but also other directors. You are so talented. You have to do something in Morocco with a Moroccan story, with a Moroccan producer, and so you can help elevate the Moroccan cinema with us.
Yeah.
And it's really something I would like to do. I have an idea for a short story, so I'm still networking. That's why I would like also to come to Rabat and network more. And see where I can start with this project. And I would like to make another short film, but from a story completely entirely from Morocco, made by Moroccans, also the crew and the cast from Morocco, and then work on an international feature film, inshallah.
Inshallah. Well, a lot of work coming ahead, and
I hope so. I really hope so. It's my dream. It's my dream. I really hope so.
yeah, inshallah. Well, good work brings work anyway. So congratulations for your work so far, and
you know
and I'm sure that you'll have opportunities to express yourself in different manners, and people will or the audience will certainly be expecting to see what's coming up next. But you put the bar quite high, so it's good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the compliments. You know why? Because I didn't start with cinema as a young girl. I graduated only 9 years ago. I went to film school. I was 36, and when I was 40, I got my master's in audiovisual arts in Brussels. And I started 7 years in documentary, and Rachid is my first fiction. So I'm now 9 years a film director, and this means a lot when people say this, and because this is what I really want to do for the rest of my life, inshallah.
Yeah, you're a young, very young director, and it's I can understand that. I myself started very late. I'm also a director, and but I started very, very late. But it's a call for adventure. That's one takes, and then it's a passion. Therefore, one has a lot of fun and enjoys doing it.
Yes.
whatever time it can take in our life, then we should be able to, and we hope to be able to do it as long as possible, and one has to stay young in his head. It's youth is not measured by the number of years, but by the how our vision of the world.
Yes, indeed. When I was in Germany, I won the jury award, the comedy satire award. And when they called me up front, there was a man who came afterwards to me, and he said to me, I was really surprised that an older woman came to the stage, because I was expecting this film, this amazing film. I was expecting a young girl in a Bermuda with very hippie hair coming to the audience, because he could not believe that an older woman would make this. And he told me, this is a compliment. I'm not saying it I told him, I take it as a compliment. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So this means that I could get into the head of young people and make a film about young people from a younger's point of view, and that I succeeded in it. So that made me really happy that people can see it from different angles.
Yeah, but still, I mean, the themes, many of the themes are not themes that, to me, very young people can be sensitive to them. I mean, for example, Shia Sunnah relationship, and how Rashid navigated in those waters to solve his problem. It requires quite of a cultural know-how and education, and so age is also a good thing, to be able to have depth, and to have and to be to go into certain details that only life gives you, and experience gives you. So now you've got it all now to hopefully, inshallah, go succeed in your project. So the best luck to your film in our festival, and obviously in other festivals, because I suppose you are going to continue sending it to different places.
Yes.
And I'm not sure, you mentioned or somebody mentioned on your behalf that you might be coming to Morocco, but
yes, I am coming. I just need to book
okay, so it is confirmed.
Yes, I am also a teacher. I teach arts, and June is exam period, so it's very difficult to take leave, but they accepted me to go. So I made some arrangements with some colleagues, and I can come to Rabat. I just need to book my ticket. I will do it today, inshallah. So yeah.
Okay, so we will keep you posted on when the film will be screened, but you already have the festival is from the 13th to the 17th, but we still haven't. It will take us maybe a day or two before we set the different screening sessions, so that and then you can also arrange your agenda accordingly, so that
Lucila asked me to discuss this with you, because I would like to come to the entire festival. She told me that you can offer accommodation. I'm going to pay my own flight, but I just needed to know, is accommodation secured for from 13th till the 17th, or is there a limit?
Well, give me a day or two, and I'm trying to set this up, and I'll tell you. But hopefully we'll be able to do it for the whole period. And but let me
know,
just,
because I need to book the ticket. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you know. I'll let you know tomorrow afternoon. I just need to make a few other, and then I'll let you know. Yeah, with a great pleasure. It will be a great pleasure having you in the festival.
I really would love to come. I would love to come and represent my film and speak to the audience also. So I would love that.
Yeah. Inshallah. Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Yeah.
I just had one question. There are two different competitions. There are short film and long film,
short and feature, but the emphasis is more on short, because feature films, this year we're trying something new. We're introducing some Moroccan comedies in the festival, and we do not have enough time to be able to do more, to put more competing films. So we have some constraints. So the feature, the short film festival the part of the competition will be to me to me more interesting. Let's say it that way, because there is more variety. There is competition from different point of views, different artists from very different backgrounds, and obviously it's very important for the festival to have a variety, and this is what hopefully, but we're doing both things.
I also saw on the website that you have several awards. You have Grand Prix. You have
we have 5 awards, among them the Grand Prix, and we have an audience award also.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
and we usually have a jury that it's a jury that
that's nice.
gives these awards after discussing, after watching the movies, and then
that's good. And on the screening dates, I can get a Q&A. I can address the audience.
What we can do is organize maybe a session for you, because we don't have those before the screening. We just present, if the author is there, we present the director. But if the director of the team is not there, we don't present. We present them on their behalf. We talk about them. And in your case, if you are going to be there, maybe somebody else might be there also. Then we'll arrange maybe a special session for that, so that people can ask on the experience, and sometimes we do it with the LISMAC, which is the film school that we have here, the government film school that we have in Rabat. And in that case, we bring in the students also in that session, where we might show the film, so that the people who did not see it, or maybe even people who saw it, can reflect more on the film, because when you see it second time, third time, you see more details.
Yes, that's
then
true.
it's all, when a film is rich, it's always nice to see it 2 or 3 times, because you see more details that you did not notice, and all that is good. And then the discussion can be it's more interesting, because it can be
that would be really nice to have also the students of the film school attend the screening and have a debate and about the film. That would be really nice.
So we'll I'll tell you with all that. I'll try to organize all that, and
please.
so that it is worthwhile for you and for everyone to be able to take the opportunity of your
Inshallah. I really would love to come. I really would love to come. I just need to know what time do you expect me to come, and so I can book my ticket, and what the offering is in accommodations, and then I would love to come and represent my film, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.